casting you another Pubcast game between Green Generation and Stratovarious. So hang in with us while we get through this drafting phase, and we'll be right back with the game as it commences. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, this game's about to get underway here. Green Generation versus Stratovarious. We've got a lot of interesting hero picks here for both teams. Visage, Lifestealer, Bristleback, Invoker combo so far for Green Generation, as well as Ancient Apparition, Viper, Slardar, and Outworld Devourer coming out for the Stratovarious lineup. Going to prove to be a high impact game with a lot of heroes doing a lot of abilities here. Some pretty normal bans coming out from both teams. Slark, Venomancer, Chaos Knight, Dragon Knight, and Crystal Maiden coming out for Green Generation, as well as Doom, Abaddon, Weaver, Puck, and Rubik bans for Stratovarious. Stratovarious banning the Rubik, but a lot of good, useful abilities coming out from Green Generation. Probably would have been a decent pickup for them. But just waiting on the last pickup by Stratovarious real quick, and then we'll get this game underway. Introducing the lineup from Green Generation, we have Olean, Shadow, Believer, Yorazuya, KU Kuzan, and R920. And for Stratovarious, we have Dengazi, Jugram Hashwalth, Rinky Yusha, Team Favuk Cool, and there was one more, but we'll get to it, I guess, when this screen fades. And rounding out the Radiant side lineup is I Am Rule playing Lion. So introducing each of the heroes being played by the players, we've got Ancient Apparition being played by Dengazi for the Stratovarious team. We've got Jugram playing the Viper. We've got Rinkyusha playing Outworld Devourer. Team playing Slardar, and I Am Rule on the Lion. For Green Generation, we have Olean playing Lifestealer, Shadow playing Neek's Assassin, Believer playing Visage, KU Kuzan playing Invoker, and R920 on the Bristleback. Looks like we've got a big team roaming down here in the bottom lane. Going to try to get up that vision in the jungle here. Probably going to try to drop some sort of ward in this pole camp, limit their lane control here in the bottom lane. Still uncertain as to whether they're going to be running an aggro tri-lane versus the tri-lane of Stratovarious, but we'll find out shortly. We've got a team up here on the Slardar camping the top rune, set to spawn in about 19 seconds. Looks like Bristle might be their solo laner in the top lane, with this Neek's Lifestealer Visage combo in the bottom lane running an aggro tri-lane. Invoker obviously going to be played mid. Going with an interesting Invoker build, starting with the level in Wex and taking 2 Mantles of Intelligence as well as a Tango and 3 Ironwood branches. It's pretty irregular for Invoker, although Invoker did receive buffs recently to his Wex ability and abilities that are created from it, but still not sure if it's really worth taking a point in Wex first, given his really low starting damage, so we'll see how that turns out for him. We do have an Ancient Apparition up here solo right now, but it looks like Slardar is going to be coming up into this lane, so potentially running a 2-1-2 lineup from Stratovarious. And against the tri-lane, the aggro tri-lane bottom here, Viper is coming in with the double damage rune. He's going to run into 3 of them from Stratovarious, or from Green Generation. He's going to get the feast, or the open wounds popped on him, and Visage doing some damage here. He's going to go down, and it's going to be a kill by the Neek's Assassin, so first blood goes out quickly to Team Green Generation. Not the greatest play from that Viper, but I Am Rule still left in lane, wondering what he's going to do with himself in this 1v3. Top Bristleback probably going to make quick work of this dual lane. Getting a lot of experience, getting the levels up that he needs to be tanky early on, but not going to be getting a lot of farms, so not going to see a lot of tanky item build. um, built on him anytime soon. Um, Ancient Apparition and Slardar are doing a pretty good job of boxing him out so far. Um, Viper is back up, however, not enough gold to port down the lane, so he is walking back, going to be losing quite a bit of experience in doing so. Lion, however, trying to gain up as much of that solo XP as he can so that he can help facilitate the turnaround of this game early on. We've got Neeks coming up to stun Lion. Looks like they're trying to be offensive here. He's going to be hexing and stunning on the Lifestealer, but Grave Tool comes out on the Lion. They're still chasing. Feast is going to come out. Sorry, Open Wounds on the Lion. He's going to go down. That's going to be 2 kills for the bottom lane there. Well, someone else did die. Looks like Outworld Devourer got a kill in mid lane versus the Invoker potentially. Yeah, Invoker went down to Outworld Devourer. Outworld Devourer doing a really good job of harassing this Invoker. Invoker trying to burn the mana of the Outworld Devourer, but not going to burn enough to really make a difference here. OD doing a good job of keeping the Astral Imprisons up on the Invoker, and in doing so has a high damage, 84 damage with the 3 Mantles of Intelligence, just really doing the work on that Invoker. Lifestealer down here, 13 and 2 CS so far, doing pretty good. Support is giving him lots of room to farm. Top lane, Bristle 3-0, not getting too much farm yet. Ancient Apparition and Slardar are both boxing him out pretty well still. Slardar does pick up his brown boots though, so he's going to have a little bit of added mobility going early points into sprint. So going to definitely be able to chase early on here. Down here in the bottom lane, we still have Viper, not 2-0 CS and 0-0 on Lion. Just really having a hard time down here against this tri-lane of Neek's Visage. Neek's looking to be offensive here. He's going to stun. He's going to hit Viper, but Lion's going to catch 2, and that Grave Tool comes out on the Viper. Hex goes out on the Lifestealer. Not going to be able to catch a kill there. But Viper's looking to turn this around here. He's got the Poison Touch going out on the Visage, but Open Wounds comes out back on Viper, and we have an AA porting in here. He's going to put the Cold Feet down on the Visage here, and they're both sending out attacks. He's going to maybe die to this, but no, he's going to live with 5 health. Pretty close engagement there. Good TP in from the Ancient Apparition to save his team. And it looks like they got Lifestealer boxed in the jungle here, going into the shop to get his brown boots, but it's going to not pay off for him as he gets boxed in this back woods area. Tries to eat a South, or a Tango rather, to get out of the back there, but Ancient Apparition already cleverly going about it. Bristleback being chased down hard here, ended up diving the tower to get to the Slaughter, but the sprint level's paying off for him, able to get away, and Bristleback goes down as a result. Not much regen up here though. Slardar is going to try to get a little bit of his farm, but once Bristleback comes back, he's gonna have to go back to base. OD getting another kill on the Invoker mid. Invoker just really not having a good time. Goes with the 3rd Mantle of Intelligence. I'm not really sure what he's going for here. He's got 10 intelligence. He's trying to keep his intelligence high versus the OD, but just not gonna be enough to sustain him in lane very well with only that starting level in Wex. Going for a Tornado EMP build really early on, not really recommended. If he had gone into Quas, he could potentially have regened enough health to keep him alive in that first death against the Outworld Devourer. Now we see Visage maybe roaming to bottom lane, but roaming towards the rune, maybe going to come up mid and try to get a gank on this Invoker. Invoker back to lane, but already down to half health. Needs some regen really bad instead of these Mantles of Intelligence, but 2 Null Talismans already built on OD as well as a bottle. He's going to Astral Imprison him under the tower here, but not looking to pursue that at all. Bristle has made it back to lane. He still has a decent amount of regen and brown boots. Slaughter has finished up his Power Treads though, and still farming very decently, 20 and 5 CS so far with only 6 and L on Bristleback. Bottom lane, Viper, not doing the greatest, but Open Wounds popped on something down here. Just a creep. Phase Boots picked up on Lifestealer, going to give him a lot of chase ability, especially with the Grave Chill coming out from Visage. Outworld Devourer just bottled a haste rune, so Invoker better be careful here in the middle lane. Um, Ancient Apparition taking over the mid lane for a second, and maybe looking to two-man gank this Invoker. Invoker needs to be careful. He sees the Ancient Apparition, but I don't think he knows that the OD is here. OD using his bottle to get some mana back so he can go for this gank. He does have his ultimate up, and here comes the Astral Imprisonment, and the Cold Feet is going down as well. TP's coming in from Slardar, or Nyx Assassin though, help this Invoker out, and they make a quick escape with a haste rune on OD. Bottom lane though is getting dived. Open wounds up on Viper, and the Soul Assumption comes out from Visage to snag that kill on the Viper. OD though coming down here to clean up, kills the Lifestealer and doing huge damage with his orb on Visage as well. Both go down to the OD, and OD just having a really good game so far. 3-0 with 1 assist and 31-15 in terms of CS. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this game. Bristleback doing his best to stay in XP range, but getting boxed out still by this Slardar Lion combination. Ancient Apparition squaring off against the Invoker mid, while in OD farms lane down bottom solo. 3 Null Talismans up now on OD, as well as Power Treads completed on him as well, so a lot of intellect. That next ultimate's going to be doing quite a bit of damage to these heroes that haven't chosen to pick up any intellect stat items so far, but Slardar initiating on to Bristleback, and the Finger of Death hits him +1 attack, and he goes down to the Slardar in the bottom lane, so in the top lane rather. Visage though stepping in to take over this lane, keep it off this tower for now, and we'll see how he fares in that. Nyx is going to find a regeneration rune bottom, and Ward's going to go down for the Radiant team by Ancient Apparition here in the jungle. Gonna be able to better see the ganks coming in from the side here, as well as this team coming into the jungle to go backdoor behind the tower and get kills on the Radiant bottom lane as well. We've got 2 in the mid lane right now. We got Nyx Assassin kind of protecting Invoker as much as he can at the moment. Gonna counter ward this uphill ward of the Radiant team with the Sentry in the mid lane here. Top lane though, Lion's gonna get a kill on Visage, and OD's up here going on the Bristleback. Bristleback's trying to make an escape, and Wong gets popped on Lion, but Slardar stun's gonna come out. OD Orb just doing too much damage, and Bristleback is going to go down to the Lion. Lion with a double kill. Bottom lane though, Lifestealer is pushing this tower, but Viper's not having any of that. He's gonna posture up a little bit, maybe try to harass him away from the tower, but not sure if that'll be wise. Only a Ring of Akia and Power Boots, and Boots of Speed plus Magic Wand finished up on the Viper here. 20-2 in CS. Doing a little bit better than he was before, but top lane being pushed pretty heavily by the 4-man team of Stratovarious. So getting an early tower kill, 9-3 in terms of kills, and the game's starting to snowball for Stratovarious of the Radiant. Invoker looking to roam a little bit, finishes up his phase boots, gets some free farm in mid finally without the OD there. He's going bottom now. He's looking to maybe get a gank on one of these guys down here. Viper's going to start off with the poison attacks on the Lifestealer. Lifestealer's not having any of that. He's going to pop open wounds, and he's going to pop rage, and he's going on him hard. I think he raged the ultimate from him though for now, and Invoker coming in, trying to clean up the Viper, but Corrosive Skin doing a good job, and Viper does go down, and Invoker not getting the kill, Lifestealer getting the kill, so more gold for the carry. He does have a recipe here. He's looking to go for an early drums. OD bottling, double damage, runs into the Invoker coming back from the bottom lane, and no Force Staff up on him yet, so not going to be able to do anything with it, but he is going to do some damage to this creep wave, and maybe get some damage in on this bottom tower here now that Slardar is here as well. Slardar going in for an early Vanguard, and Viper just finishing up phase boots as well. Have a 4k gold difference already in this game for Stratovarious on the Radiant team, as well as 4,000 XP lead. OD with huge net worth at the moment, but Lifestealer having farmed pretty well down here, and still contesting him in terms of net worth at, for the time being at least. So Ancient Apparition is farming away here in the mid lane, just keeping tabs on everything. Good wards coming out from the Radiant side, and also some good counter warding going on from the Radiant, but no vision up for the Dire at the moment. They really need to get that vision up for their team. They're already behind, so. But drums do get completed on Lifestealer. In pink here, played by Olayan. Gonna pour back down to bottom lane. Sees the ward go down for the Lion, and knows something's up here. He's gonna pop open Wounds and Rage. He's trying to do as much damage as he can. Ancient Apparition ult comes out. Soul Assumption is gonna be popped. Finger of Death though, killing Visage before he can get Soul Assumption off. OD though, coming in with huge damage, and Viper doing a bunch of damage too. Invoker gonna pop the EMP. EMP is gonna kill Viper, and Invoker looking to chase this OD here. Pops a good Tornado, and gets Astral Imprison on himself on this OD. Not going to be able to escape after this though, and OD goes down as well. Good fight coming out from Green Generation, able to take a 2 for 3 against the Radiant team, despite their gold disadvantage at the moment. Top lane though, Bristleback is pushing down past the tower on this Slardar. Has 4 stacks of Snot and 3 stacks of Cool Spray, but Lion comes in from the side here with a Sheep into a stun, and Slardar stun plus a hit finishes him off for another kill on Slardar. 3-0. Ancient Apparition gonna come in late. Not doing much with that. Mid lane we've got Invoker going for an EMP Tornado combo on Viper. Gonna burn all of his mana. See how powerful that EMP is at the early game stages. Still no points into Exort, so not doing a ton of damage with this right click, but that's okay. OD picking up his Force Staff, going to give him some great mobility for the rest of this game, and finally some wards going down for the Dire side of Green Generation. Neek's Assassin placing some wards, and has his level 6 now. He's level 8, but looking to maybe pop a Vendetta and get the kill here in the mid lane. Bottom lane though, OD in some little bit of trouble. Open Winds is popped, Rage is popped, and he's going to stand his ground, and he's going to be just fine. OD now coming in for more damage, but he's 1v4 down here in the bottom lane, and he's going to back up a little bit. Neek's Assassin with the Vendetta popped coming in behind this mid lane tower with the Invoker. Going to try to get a kill on maybe Ancient Apparition here. Invoker going to Tornado EMP into the Vendetta from Neeks, and then a stun, and he goes down pretty easily. He also catches the Viper, and Cold Snap goes out as well, but no follow-up there. And Slardar comes back to kill the Invoker with a clutch stun. OD looking to come around, Astral Imprisonment on Visage. Maybe looking to follow this up a little bit. Only 2 Astral Imprisonments so far on OD. Illusion Rune is top, but nobody seems to be interested. And now it's the Radiant team of Stratovarious looking to maybe push up to this tower, but OD's diving behind the tower here on this Visage, and he gets stunned by the Visage birds. And we've got a Slardar back here too, as well as Lion. Gonna stun the Shadow on Neek's Assassin, and he's gonna go down to Finger of Death, but Soul Assumption is gonna kill the OD. Rage is popped, Open Wounds is popped, Grave Chill on Slardar. Visage Bird's following him around here, and Lifestealer is inside the birds, so that's a pretty good combo there. You're gonna be able to fly out of those fights and also into them for initiation purposes. But top lane is being dove. Port's come in, Bristleback diving past the tower again. Gonna find himself far down near the and Neek's Assassin denies mid lane tower. So good deny by him there. And a disconnect comes out from Viper, so we're going to be on pause here for just a minute. Stay with us, and we'll get this back underway as soon as we can.
music you should know from artists like Daly, Somo, and Sam Smith. Click on the banner to follow Digster's Music You Should Know. Playlist updated weekly.
And we're back after that incredibly long pause. Voker gonna get a kill early on Viper down here under the tower. Open Wound's gonna be popped on the Ancient Apparition, but Cold Feet's gonna go out on Lifestealer and Mana Drain coming on the Lifestealer. Not gonna have any rage, and Lifestealer's gonna go down here to the Outworld Devourer. Invoker gonna be ghost walking around here, looking to maybe finish off the Ancient Apparition, but no. Ancient Apparition's gonna have a free walk back to base, but Invoker is coming in behind the Radiant team here, maybe looking for something, but they do have vision of him there, and they're gonna get a stun and a Hex and a Slardar stun, and the OD gonna get a kill on Invoker as well. Bristleback finally finishing up his Vanguard, 16, almost 17 minutes into the game here. Yellow gonna pour it in here, Slardar, and sprints out, gonna put amp damage up on him, stun comes down, and trying to hit him from the front here, but taking not much damage, hoping that a bash isn't gonna come out during that TP, and it doesn't, so Bristleback making it back to base, and Radiant team diving down past the T1 tower, which goes down, and Neeks Assassin stun, and Astral Imprisonment on himself. Viper's trying to get out of here. Rage has been popped. Open Wounds popped as well. OD gonna try to feed himself to the Ancient Creeps. No, gonna force Staff over the Ancients. Well played. Gonna get out of there alive. And the AA ult coming in. Gonna hit the Neeks Assassin, but not gonna do much here. Lifestealer still inside the Neeks. Radiant team relatively unaware of that. Visage Birds are gonna get stuns out, and OD gonna ult the Neeks down, and Lifestealer pops out, pops Rage, Open Wounds popped on the OD. Lifestealer hitting the OD, gonna go down, ending a streak. Finger of Death gonna be popped on Bristleback, and Bristle's trying to get out of there. He's gonna make it very, very tanky. Invoker comes in with the Wex Tornado combo, taking out Viper, and now Lion's on the run. Gonna try to feed himself to Roshan here. And, nope, Lion gets the kill on the Lion, so double kill for Invoker. And Lifestealer ending Outworld Devourer's domination streak for 567 gold, bringing the gold margin, well, it's relatively still the same, but a decent trade, I would suppose. Armlet being picked up on Lifestealer, gonna give him some added strength, and Power Tread's being finished up on the Bristleback. Bottom lane, Lifestealer still farming quite a bit. Lifestealer now taking over the gold lead of the game after that streak kill on OD, but most of the Radiant team following behind him, so Invoker looking to maybe put together a Force Staff, or potentially, yep, Force Staff gets picked up on Invoker. Visage doing some jungling, and Neeks Assassin up here in the top lane trying to get some farm on the Radiant Creeps. We've got Stratovarious grouping up here in the mid lane, maybe looking to push in for a gank on the Bristleback, but no, not gonna happen. So OD being delivered a point booster, gonna be looking into getting an Aghanim Scepter potentially. And Lifestealer down in the bottom lane. Blink Dagger up on Slardar. Gonna put amp damage up on him. Rages the stun, and hoping not to get a bash here in the TP, and he's gonna make it out safely as well. Dire side of Green Generation, knowing that he didn't take too many levels in bash, is doing a good job of getting these TPs out before bash procs on them as well. Looks like Green Generation gonna be down here on their T2 tower to protect it from the push coming from the Radiant team, but looks like Stratovarious may be looking towards Roshan. Viper going to be picking up point booster as well from the side shop, so and a smoke goes out for Stratovarious here. I'm in the mid lane. They're going to meet up here on the high ground, running into Bristleback. Ancient Apparition ult comes in, gonna hit Bristleback and the Neeks Assassin. Neeks Stealth and Vendetta. Lifestealer pops out. Bitch is gonna get a kill on Slardar. Big Neeks stun comes out. Cold Feet is out, Astral Imprisonment on Visage, and this is a massacre. Visage taking out 2 for a double kill, and Lifestealer somehow stuck up on the hill. But Radiant team largely retreating. Lion's hanging around here in mid lane, but gonna hightail it out of there as the Dire is trying to chase him down. It's not gonna maybe go out on Lion here. But, yep, it's not coming out. Cold Snap coming in from the Invoker, and they are going to dive him past this tower here. Tornado comes out. Lion's going to stun Neeks, but going to go down to the Bristleback, and Ancient Apparition ult coming in late here as well. So, all in all, 5 people still up for the Dire side here, and 4 went down there for the Stratovarious on the Radiant team, so huge gold lead being taken away from the good plays of Green Generation, and they're actually taking an XP lead now, so they swayed the XP difference for a whole 6k during that team fight. Now they're looking to push down mid lane. It's, we've got TPs coming in though from the Radiant team. AA ult goes out, gonna hit Bristleback, trying to pump as much damage as they can on him. Force staff in from the OD, popping the orb damage, and the ult comes out to kill him. And Invoker gonna get a kill in the bottom lane here on Viper, trying to push that T2 tower. And now we've got a Neeks Assassin kind of stealthing away. They see him with the sentry, but Visage Familiar is gonna try to get stuns and get him out there safely. Starter all the while farming around in this bottom lane here. He has Vanguards finished up and his Blink Dagger also, so gonna have some good initiation coming out from Stratovarious in these team fights from the Slardar with those big slithering crushes. Dire though still gripping up mid, looking maybe push down that middle tower, and also Radiant team here ready to defend it. So OD ult is down for another 2 minutes, and AA ult is already back up again. We have Finger of Death up as well on the Lion, trying to get a little bit of mana from the range creep there. We've got Lifestealer in the Dire side Ancients, doing some Ancients here. Looks like he's going for Sanj, maybe Sanj and Yasha, but Drums picked up on Invoker as well as Urn on Neeks Assassin, and some smokes coming up for Ancient Apparition. Maybe gonna try to do some picking off of the Dire team. Viper, kind of tired of dying, but is definitely going for an Agnum Scepter. You see from the point booster in Ogre Club here. He's about 1800 gold away from that. Double Damage Rune is top. And we've got Open Wounds being popped on Slardar here. Slardar trying to get away, but gonna go down before he can really get out of there. Ancient Apparition ult coming in late once again. And Lifestealer is now inside of the Neeks Assassin, but no Vendetta is available. Invoker going to try to get an initiation on Lion here. EMP misses, but Tornado got him. Trying to invoke a Cold Snap here, and gets it off on the Lion, but not going to be enough. Lion going to stun back, but misses. Neeks Assassin with the Lifestealer inside of him, trying to get up close enough to get an initiation going out. Neeks going to miss his stun, but Lifestealer going to pop out here maybe. TP coming in from Viper, and Viper ult's going to go out on Invoker here. Big Neek stun coming out of the trees on multiple people here. Still stuck in the trees. He's going to force staff himself away, actually, and he's going to make it out. And Viper's still wailing on these guys. Soul Assumption coming out from the Visage, but Bristleback is trying his best to kill that Viper, and they both go down. So Viper getting the kill on Visage before he died, but Bristleback finally finishing off Viper as well. So 2 for 2 so far this mid lane matchup. And Bristle looking to go back in on Lion here, but gets stunned and mana drained. Neek's stun is going to miss, but Slithering Crush is going to hit Neek's Assassin, and Spike Carapace is going to stun him though. He's going to get out of there okay. But all those levels in sprint, he's going to chase him down as well. And Amp Damage is going to let him see him in stealth, and one more hit's going to push. He's going to go down. So Cold Feet is going to stun the Bristleback, but so 3 for 2 in favor of Stratovarious there. Lifestealer already back to the top lane, pushing that down. Doing his best to keep the farm coming. He's still highest on net worth by actually quite a bit now. 4-4 and 12 and 114 last hits, so not being shut down enough. He's going to get farmed up, and he's going to be a problem for Stratovarious here in the late game with his inherent BKB. AA ult coming in though on Lifestealer. He's not going to avoid it, but gets Astral Imprisoned just after. And Lion and Alvarol Devour looking to go up on him, but he's going to pop Rage. He's got Open Wounds up on Lion. Lion, Magic Wand, now he's going to TP out. He gets Hex though, and he's going to go down to the OD. Visage finishing up Medallion, going to provide some negative armor for his team. And Viper, only 700 gold away from finishing up that Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim's on Viper doing, making his ult a lot more powerful. Now Invoker Bristleback and a few others are pushing bottom lane, trying to take down that tower, and it does go down. AA ult comes in, but misses. Gonna hit the Visage Familiars, though. All the while, Slardar and Ancient Apparition doing a good job of counter-pushing down that middle lane for the T2. Invoker and Visage stuck here to defend it, and top also being pushed by OD. Gonna take a little bit of damage, and Nyx is gonna get Astral imprisoned on the TPN, but Bristleback coming in deep here, and he's got lots of slows up on this Outworld Devourer, but he's picked up an Ethereal, or a Ghost Scepter, so... But EMP gonna take him down, though, with that bonus magic damage from the Invoker, so good rotation from Invoker on Team Green Generation. Lion gonna back now before he gets caught out, and most of the rest of the Radiant team just farming away, trying to catch up in gold, as they are pretty far behind now, so... Game's starting to gravitate towards back even, though. And looks like we have a mech up on one of these heroes. Looks like a Bristleback picked up a mech, so Lifestealer is diving past the tower a little bit, looking for some people to pick off, but tower's going to go down and they are going to rotate. Smoke going up on Bristle and Neek's Assassin, going to be looking for somebody in the jungle here. Lifestealer's going to get force staffed by Invoker, but not going to be enough, and Bristleback and Neek's Assassin coming in from the side here, looking to get a pick off on sprinting Slardar, but it's not going to be fast enough. AA ult coming in, but not going to do anything, and that's about it. Smoked up, though, on the Radiant side of Team Stratovarious. They're looking for a fight here in the bottom lane. Lifestealer doing these ancients. Double damage Rinda's down here. Slardar blinking in with the Slithering Crush. Tornado comes out. Big MP going to burn a lot of the mana of the Radiant team here. And Lifestealer's got open wounds and Rage Pop, hitting people from really far away. Visage's got Grave Chill on the Ancient Apparition, and Soul Assumption comes out, plus a few auto attacks. Ancient Apparition goes down. Viper's really low. Soul Assumption comes out, kills the Viper. Lion trying to hold his ground, stunning most of the Dire team, but not going to be enough, and he goes down as well. It's going to be a 4-for-0 in favor of Green Generation, and now suddenly they've taken advantage and control over this game, and now they are leading it by a 2.8k gold margin as well as a 4k XP lead. So, huge turn of events. Now Lifestealer and the rest of his team looking to take down this Roshan. Radiant team not going to be up in time to really do anything about this, so they're going to get a mostly free Aegis, with Sanj and Yasha now finally finished up on the Lifestealer. And Roshan goes down with last hit on Lifestealer, and he's got an Aegis of the Immortal now. They're going to be definitely looking to do some damage with this. Invoker with the drums and Force Staff, no new items yet, but 3,500 gold. AA ult going to hit a lot of people here, but no one here to follow it up, so mainly just trying to slow the push of this Dire team following that big team wipe. And there's a lot of Ring of Regions up on this Bristleback. I'm not sure what he's going for there. Probably, I guess the Ring of Regions all built into, he's trying to build a pipe, so. Now we've got Lifestealer inside the Bristleback instead of the Nyx Assassin. Sentry wards are down, but Lion Sling going to come in on the Bristleback, and amp damage as well as cold feet going to be placed. The Radiant holding the ground here behind the T2 tower, not ready to let it go yet, and Nyx Assassin coming around here, looking to get a ward up on this hill, but maybe spotted out, but nope, he's going to get out of there just fine. Dire with a really aggressive lane position here, hovering around in this jungle outside of the middle lane. It's a Viper trying to fend off these creeps here, pushing in the bottom lane. OD going to Astral imprison the Bristleback with the Lifestealer inside, so 2-for-1 there. Lion's not going to be on cooldown, maybe looking to go in on this. Nyx Assassin blinks in, stun. Astral imprisonment comes up. Big AA ultimate. EMP hits everyone. And wow, Two down already for the Radiant team. Astral Imprisonment. Bristle coming out of the Astral Imprisonment. Cold Feet up on him. Chasing down Viper here. OD ult comes out though. Doesn't do much damage, and a big stun coming out from the Nyx Assassin here on him, and huge damage coming out from that mana burn. They have successfully wiped the team of Stratovarious again, so only AA remaining, and even he got sent back to base with really low health, so they are looking to push this T2 tower, and they're probably going to force... oh wow, Lifestealer better be careful here. Barely dodges the AA ult, but gonna take this T3 tower now. They've got about 10 seconds to do it, and only Outworld Devourer has a buyback available, so... Visage Familiars, though, doing a lot of tower damage, and Fortification's going to come out, though. Next apparition, he's blinked on, stunned by Nyx Assassin, mana burn. Slithering Crush coming in, though. Nyx Assassin going to get taken out by the Finger of Death. Lifestealer diving past the T4s here. Tornado and EMP come in from the Invoker, and Viper ult coming out on... onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer goes down, Aegis going to be taken. Lion going to barely live, but wow, they are diving deep here. Visage almost in the fountain, and Viper ult comes out again with the Agnes finally up on Viper, reducing the cooldown to 12 seconds, and Bristleback is going to go down as well. So, but they do get the T3 tower, and Visage Familiar is going to go down, but Invoker looking to maybe finish up that Lion, now low health, running himself. And Ghostwalk is on cooldown. Going to use this Tornado to his advantage here after the Force Staff by OD. Nice job there. He's going to make it out here just fine. And we've got Visage porting up here to the top lane along with Lifestealer trying to push that tower out. Creep wave out from the tower. AA looking to maybe get a kill up on Invoker, but not far enough on the ultimate there. A lot of farm coming out for this OD, being played by Rinky Yosha. He's got his Ghost Scepter helping him out a little bit versus that Lifestealer, and he's got another 2,600 gold saved up, so maybe looking at an Agnum Scepter out of that point booster. Radiant team grouping up at the top lane. Bristleback picks up his Hood of Defiance and his Pipe. Gonna give them a lot of magic resistance versus this heavy magic damage team of the Radiant Stratovarious. And Invoker, huge pickup on Invoker, finishes his Scythe of Ice. Going to be able to hex whoever he needs to in those team fights. Ancient Apparition going to ult up. It's going to hit Lifestealer. Rage is up though. And he's trying to TP out, but he gets stunned and Lifestealer goes down. So big kill there. They're going to be able to push with that. Visage picking up the Agnum Scepter now. Gonna have 3 familiars doing damage in these team fights, as well as an extra stun. And Slardar building up a, looks like a BKB. Gonna have that in the near future as well. Stratovarius looking to push this T2 top tower. It's already half health, and not a lot they can do about it on the dire side. Tornado's gonna come out, no EMP to follow. EMP does follow. Viper gonna dive past the tower here, pops his ult on the Invoker. Slithering Crush coming in on a big blink from Slardar, and Invoker's gonna go down while Astral Imprisonment on the Visage. OD's doing huge damage to the Visage. And Viper just finishing off Lion as well, or AA. Bristleback being taken down now by the likes of all the Radiant team, and 5-man team wipe coming out for Stratovarius. Huge damage. Visage Familiar is coming in, trying to do a little bit of damage to the Lion and finish him off, but not going to happen. He's going to retreat those before they die. Barely living there. But this T2 tower bottom is going to go down, and what a huge swing change of events, and backdoor protection, keeping them from taking that tower. But Green Generation with a huge gold lead now, coming back in favor, though, of Stratovarius, if they keep winning teamfights like that. Coming from a huge deficit. Looks like OD's going to run into this Haystern top. He's going to fill his bottle up. He's got 4,300 gold. Maybe looking to finish up that Agnum Scepter now. Smoke purchased up on Ancient Apparition, and this really offensive ward put in the base of Stratovarious for the dire push, but not going to be doing much for them now that they are pushed into their side of the map. Lifestealer looking to pick up Playmill, be a little more tanky versus that Slardar, but still pretty far away from the Assault Cuirass, so... Roshan going to be respawning here in a few minutes. Wow, Lion now picking up Agnum Scepter with all that gold from the last team fight. Going to give him that new AoE Finger of Death, as well as the 20-second cooldown on that ability as well. So, going to be huge in those team fights if they can group them up at all. Rev Ward going down for the Visage. They know Roshan's going to be coming up soon, so they are looking to counterward everything on the bottom lane here. And looks like he is going to find that rune at the bottom, that vision. So dire side maybe looking to push into Roshan here, but Radiant team waiting in their jungle for them to try to do it, and maybe going to see a big engagement here. This could mean this could be the difference in the game here. Ult's ready on all of the Radiant team, but Familiar's down on Visage, but does have the new triple Familiars coming out from the Agnum Scepter. Slardar got his BKB finished up, and Assault Cuirass finished rather quickly on the Lifestealer. Looking to pick them off here in the top lane. Nyx Assassin going to be surprised here when this OD comes in with the Astral Imprisonment. AA coming out. Gonna hit Nyx Assassin, and big engagement going on. Bristleback drops immediately. Nyx Assassin able to stealth out of there without amp damage up. They're not going to find him, and they are heavily retreating. BKB is popped for the 10-second duration on OD, and now they're looking to push into the base of Green Generation, so good pick off there. Not enough vision in of this entrance of the jungle here coming up for Green Generation, allowing the Stratovarious to push up into this jungle here and get that gank off on the Bristleback and almost the Nyx Assassin as well. Roshan going to be spawning up in 35 seconds. Maybe now the Radiant team looking to push in and take that as well. Sprint being popped on Slardar, going to take down this T2 tower relatively easily, but Tornado coming out with the Fortify, going to EMP burn most of his mana there. Not going to be able to jump in there, but uses his full wand to get some of his mana back there. Vicious Familiar's going to stun Viper and Lion. Blink in by Nyx with the Lifestealer initiation, and Viper's going to go down immediately almost, and Slaughter pops BKB. He's going on Invoker here, getting good bashes with amp damage up, but he's going to go down to the Vicious Familiars and Lifestealer, and Lion going to finish off the Nyx Assassin, but also in trouble himself. OD coming in with the BKB popped in the Ethereal Blade, and going to finish off Invoker with that huge right-click damage on the Arcane Orb, but 2 for 3 in favor of Green Generation here, and Roshan has respawned, so maybe going to see them try to push in and take this Roshan, but only the support's left alive here to contest it. They are going to go for this Roshan. Visage trying to do what he can with the Familiars right now, but here comes the rest of his team. And the Aegis is picked up by the Lifestealer. Ancient Apparition won't come into the Roshan pit, but a little too late. Lifestealer now level 21, the highest net worth in the game, followed by OD, and then Invoker and Bristleback. So a lot of gold coming out for the dire side, but GPM still relatively equal, and XP still about the same as well, so most of that in favor of the Dire team, Green Generation, but big sway in gold and XP as well, but looks like it's going back into the advantage of Green Generation. Vendetta popped on Nyx Assassin with Lifestealer inside, looking to maybe find out somebody in the middle lane here, but See if he gets it. No Stealthishness up, but looking to go on the Star Dart here. Gonna get the Vendetta off. The stun comes out. Mana Burn is out. Carapace is up. Ancient Apparitional comes in, but he goes down. Gonna hit two, and no follow-up there. OD maybe looking to force staff in here with BKB, but gets Scythe of the Device, and a huge Invoker Meteor comes in with the EMP and takes him out, but Invoker does go down. Soul Assumption comes out on Lion. Grave Chill, and he's going to go down. Bristleback chasing Ancient Apparition. He's going to look to TP, but gets taken out by Lifestealer, and huge triple kill for the Lifestealer. Still holding that Aegis of the Immortal, so they're going to take down this Rax now. Buyback? No buybacks on the Radiant team either, so big mistake on their part. Not going to be able to contest this at all, and they're going to lose their base. But backdoor protection is keeping that base alive for now. Bristleback looking to dive on this Viper. Neeks Assassin blinks in, stun up on Viper, and huge slows, but they're going to back, and Viper's going to try to slow down this Bristleback with another ult being popped on him as well. Earn charge popped on Viper, and this middle Rax does go down, looking to shift to the bottom lane. They're going to take out this T2 rather quickly as well. Slider going to be coming back alive, as well as Ancient Apparition, but OD and Lion's still down for another 20 seconds or so. 5k gold up on the Lifestealer. Slardar, big initiation in on the Visage here. Slithering Crush comes out. Gem of True Sight on the ground, and BKB's popped on both Slardar and Viper, but they're on the escape, and holy cow, huge Lion ultimate comes out. Lion gonna try to get away, but Sunstrike comes in, stun out from the Neeks Assassin, and Astral Imprisonment up on the Bristleback. Lifestealer pops back out, and trying to do some damage, but nope, gonna get OD ulted. Aegis is up, he's gonna be coming back here, and he's gonna be looking to finish off this OD. And OD force staffing away, gonna get taken out by the Visage Familiars though. 2 for 3 in favor of Green Generation, and they're gonna look to take this Rax now. Ancient Apparition ult coming in though. Gonna hit all targets on the Dire side except for Invoker. And they're doing a lot of damage to this tower. Fortification is up again, but now on cooldown for another 5 minutes. And looks like they're gonna take this Rax. Still no buyback on any of the Radiant players, so nothing they can do about this. Visage Familiar is doing a lot of damage to that tower as well. And now we see Boots of Travel being picked up on the Visage. Tons and tons of gold coming out for the Dire side. The almost 15k gold advantage and 15k XP advantage as well. Neeks Assassin going to pick up Necro 2. And Lifestealer going to be looking to pick up his Basher into Abyssal, I would imagine. So he's going to farm with these Ancients real quick, and then he's probably going to make his way to the side shop and pick up that Abyssal Blade. Which is going to give him a 2-second stun through the BKBs of the Radiant side during those team fights, and yeah, he does finish up that Abyssal Blade, so no Aegis now though on him, but 2 Raxes down on the side of Team Stratovarious, so Shiva's Guard is picked up on Bristleback, so a lot of intel coming out from him. He's going to be able to spam his spells a lot more, and a lot of armor, so going to make him that much more tanky. Roshan, about halfway from respawning so far, and I doubt the game will last that long, but Lion using his ultimate on the creep wave there, taking them all out. Invoker is stealth, but Viper is going in here on the Bristleback. Pipe gets popped, and Viper trying to right-click him down, but just no damage items coming out from the Viper, and Shiva's Guard is going to be popped, slowing his attack speed. Bristle looking to turn this around, but Slithering Crush comes in with a blink from Slardar. Rage is popped, open wounds, trying to get on that Slardar, but Slardar going to make it out with that max level sprint. Invoker being forced staffed back, Lion coming in with the stun on Neeks, and getting open wounds on, going to get thrown by someone, and then he gets Scythe advised by the Invoker. Negative Earn being charged on Viper, and he's gonna go down. OD, the only one remaining. BKB is available, but not going to use it before he dies, so it's going to be a triple kill coming out for the Nyx Assassin, and that's going to be this T2 tower and this top Rex, and GG is being called. It was a pretty back and forth game, but ultimately ending in favor of Green Generation, who was able to get the farm they needed to really be prominent in those team fights. So, but thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and go on over to twitch.tv/featherguntv to check out my stream. This is my personal channel, and you'll find me playing video games in my spare time and also casting games as I choose to do so. Also, if you're watching in my stream, then you can visit my YouTube page. There's a link at the bottom of my stream page with all of these casts that I've been doing. The VODs will be posted up on there relatively shortly. So, anyways, be looking for another game to play here in a few minutes, and thanks for watching.